Hello everybody, welcome to another charting session here on the channel. Today is May 3rd. It's a little later in the day. It's only 2 p.m. I did another charting session this morning going over yesterday and Wednesday's action. And now today is Friday. And I kind of wanted to do a little trade recap of a trade I took today. So going into the morning, looking at the charts around 7:30, we were around right here. And I was wanting to see one last push to take out these two levels, right? We have this buy side right here and most especially this buy side, right? ES, we formed an SMT, so there's no buy side up here for ES, but on NQ there is. And so I'm going to be going over sort of the intraday action on the 1 minute chart of this morning and sort of show you how clear action was. So going into this morning, we had a massive pump from 8:30 news, and sort of something to look at here is that we pumped up, we took out all this buy side level, and just as you can see, how many points is this? This is an insane pump. This went up 800 points. 800 points. That is insane. This candle right here, about 650 points on this single candle alone. So a lot of bullish order flow here. And right after this news, we ended up taking this buy side. You can also see that we really didn't manipulate much. So if you were looking at like the 5 minute chart, yeah, there is this fair value gap here, and we did hold it because we did not go below. Actually, we did go below this candle's low. But anyways, right here would be your manipulation leg. It would honestly be this entire thing right here, because we kind of came up. This is a high that was put in. Actually, let me go to the 1 minute here. This is the high that was put in, and we came back down, closed down here, and then we came back up. So right here would be your manipulation leg. And with this, mark SD, you can see this right here. So something to also look at is that, number one, we pumped up to this 2.5 area, and you can actually see we respected this very well, right? Came back down, retraced. We did not go right to this 1 to 1.5. Let me actually draw this out a little bit further. All right. So here's the 1.5. We did not retrace back to it. We were pretty bullish. So looking at this right here, this was all created right after the news. And already in here, you can see a good amount of setups. So number one, we took out this high, we came back down, and we formed this low. So we have this range right here. Inside of this range, we have a bunch of moves that happen. So we come down, we create a high here, right? We take out this buy side, and we form this low. We come back up, we take this external buy side, which created an SMT. This SMT says that this low will get taken. We came down, took the low. Right after that, we came back up. Did we form an SMT right here? This would also be a formant of SMT because ES created equal lows, NQ made a lower low. So this right here would be SMT. After SMT, we come up, we take this high, and then we form equal highs right here. So that is a target that's going to get hit soon. And then we create an SMT right here. So when we create this SMT, this is the high that wants to get taken, which are equal highs. we chop a little bit. We formed this SMT, but this SMT is not really that probable because the more stronger draw is above, plus we have these equal highs. So after that, we end up sweeping this low right here, and we come up, and then we take out these equal highs, additionally take out this high, and we pump all the way up to take out this high. Then we can additionally see is there's an SMT here anywhere. There's a small one right here. But after we take out this high, we come back down, we sweep this low, and in this sweep we have an SMT. This SMT does not get held by NQ, or does not get held by ES, but gets held by NQ. We additionally create a second SMT right here, and this SMT is stacked also with this SMT right here. On ES, we sort of dumped a lot lower than NQ, so NQ was the stronger one, but ES dumped, and massive displacement up. So this is the first setup I was looking to take. After I saw this breakaway gap, I was thinking that this target was going to get taken, which it did, as you can see. But this is the entry I was looking to take, but sadly I did not go back into it. We pumped all the way up to here, and then take this out. Here was another entry that could be taken, which with this leg right here, this being a manipulation leg to take out these lows, this is the standard deviation projection, and you can see that this sort of also can align. Well, this never actually got taken out, so price did not go up to here. But then we had news at 10 a.m. So this was bullish, and after we had this move, I was thinking news would pump us up, and so I actually did take a position. I've been having this weird glitch with my chart if I zoom in too much, but right here I actually did take a position, and I got out of it really quickly, but I put a long position here, put my stop at the bottom of this candle after this candle got respected with this fair value gap, and I was wanting to see us pump to there was an area, hold on, I believe, no, actually, hold on, it was at 52, I think, if I remember. So yeah, I was wanting to see it pump to this high right here, or this this sort of support level, which is this a wick or is this a candle? This is a wick. But I ended up taking it off anyways, and as you can see, news did not quite make us get to there, but I actually took this position off literally right before news, the minute before news. So I took it off actually like right here, and I was a little bit in profit. So that trade, not really too concerned about. Obviously, I do wish I held it. I would have probably taken off it at this level, just because news is scary. You know, you usually get an initial pump and then an instant dump, or an instant dump and then pump. So this right here is manipulation to the upside. So to draw this, I'd probably do it like this. That's if we were to go lower. Which, did we tap this? No, we didn't. Wonder if I just make it out of the candle. So if I just make it out of the candle, -2 does align with this. So I'll keep this here. And then, so we took the sell side, and I want to see, did we create an SMT here? No. No SMTs. Really no bearish SMTs either. But one thing I noticed is that after we took this, we got a pump up. So right here, I was pretty bullish, especially because we took the sell side and instantly came back up. And this is where I took my actual good long position. So I was wanting to see a retrace to discount, which we had. And you can see with these candle wicks, we held this 50% area. And I was going to take a trade right here and then put my stop at this candle's low. Actually, I was sort of like hesitant because this candle can also get respected. So I waited a little bit. I'm lucky I did. I saw this massive candle down. And at the time I was thinking, oh, well, this is not going to hold. But one thing to notice is that this right here is something called an island reversal. And this is something that I have learned pretty recently. So it's where you have liquidity below you, and then it takes out the liquidity and instantly comes back up. But while that happens, it creates a bearish fair value gap and a bullish fair value gap, just like this. We have this fair value gap and this fair value gap, and they stack. And usually what will happen is price will act very strongly as either support or resistance right here. So that is what I was keeping in mind. I was wanting to possibly see price go into here, which it did. It respected it. This is the reversal point. After we closed and we went up here, I took my position right into this candle open. And here I had my stop down. I don't remember where exactly it was. I think it was at this low. I could be wrong. And then I put my TP up at this -2 because this candle right here was the manipulation down to take out these sell stops, or these buy stops. It doesn't matter. These stops, right? And decently good risk to reward ratio. But after I seen this, I was expecting it was going to be pretty high probable to take this out, which is exactly what happened here. So this was a great trade. Very happy about this. And then after that, I kind of just got off the charts. So I haven't looked at any of this yet. And that's what I'm going to do in this charting session. I'm going to basically look at it and go over this. So right here, we also did not take out this low here as well. And we came back up. No SMTs formed yet. We came down and we formed an SMT right here. So this is I can see a really nice SMT play right here. I already see the whole setup. So have an SMT. And after we came down, sweep this level, displace back up, right? And then we come back down, we form this SMT, instant displacement back up, and you can see we just go right through this bearish fair value gap. So after this, you can be pretty bullish, and this can be the start of a turtle soup. So disrespect this fair value gap, we come up, and then we tap into this fair value gap right here. So to label your entries, number 1, this could be turtle soup formation entry. Number 2, here's your confirmation entry. If this gets respected, the SMT is in play. So after this gets respected, this is the high that you're aiming for. The reason why is because this is the high that's created on this swing point, right? This SMT, this is the high of it. It's also this is very clean action. So here's your buy side. Here's your first entry, and we ended up just coming straight up to this buy side. After this, we come back down, and we respect this for value gap. So after this get taken, you can be a little bullish, and maybe take an internal scalp to aim for. You could try to aim for this high next, but you know, after this gets taken, we sort of chop for a little bit, and then in this chop, which people usually would avoid, you can try to look for internal setups, right? Because the market is completely fractal. So right here, here's fair value gap. We have equal lows here, right? So these should get taken in the future. And then we have a pump up here. And we look for any SMTs, so we have one right here. This SMT would be valid. The reason why is because we just taken an objective, which is this right here. So here's your SMT, and two things you can look for in this. One, this is the low that wants to get targeted. So we get this target successfully, and you can see, is there a fair value gap that get taps into? Out of all this structure, it looks like there's no fair value gap, but we also did create equal lows here. It gets taken out. After this gets taken out, you can see, I think we create another SMT. Hold on. I could be wrong. Does not look like it. But we take this out, instant rejection back higher. Oh wait, I think here's the SMT. No. No SMT yet. So after this gets taken out, you can look for possible retrace to discount. Here's your retrace. We end up going lower. We don't take out this low. We come back up. After we come back up, we create this high. Look for another discount retrace. So here's their discount retrace. See if there's any SMTs in here. Small one here, but here you sort of have another one. So we got this SMT right here. ES makes a higher low, NQ makes a lower low. NQ sweeps this low. And another thing to notice, this is annoying. So something that I have noticed with structure is that what the market will tend to do, and this is something I've noticed with just a lot of market watching, is that the market will sweep an internal high but leave the external high. So for example, right here, we have this. Here's an external buy side right here. This is external buy side. And then right here is internal buy side. You can see what happens is we sweep this internal buy side and we head right back down. Next is this. This is internal sell side. This is external sell side. We sweep this external sell side and we end up coming and sweeping another one, but we don't sweep this external yet, and we come back up and then take this external. After this external, you can then see that this external gets taken. The same thing also happened earlier here. So right here, we swept. This is your external buy side, right? Here's sort of a internal buy side of this leg right here. You have, of all of this leg right here, you have this internal buy side. You can see we sweep the internal buy side. We actually make equal highs with this one. And then we come back down. Same thing right here. We come down, sweep this internal buy side, and then we come back up. And this gets taken out for later, right? So that's just kind of something I've noticed will happen a lot, and you can sort of take advantage of that. So let's see if there's any more examples. Here's kind of another one. Here's internal buy side. We come down, sweep it, but we leave this external buy side for later. And we come up and take this buy side. So we create this buy side, and then here's your turtle soup. Take it out. And let's go back over here. So after we sweep this external buy side, we come down, create this high. Let's see. No SMT here. Is there an SMT at these lows? So ES made equal lows. And usually when ES makes equal lows, again, this is SMT. And sort of the reason behind this, again, is because SMP's characteristic is that it will create equal lows, and then it will leave them, and then come back to them in the future. So here's a form of turtle soup. You can also mark it down right here. And then look for first fair value gap tap. Here it is right here. You just have to make sure that if you are going to take this fair value gap, the buy side cannot be taken. So here's the buy side of this entire move. And then until this buy side gets taken, this low right here is going to be protected. So this low should not get taken. Right? Protected low. There we go. We form some more structure in here. Here's your high, here's your low. Here's your first entry. Your stop would be at this low. And your take profit, your first one could honestly be this fair value gap, because this is a pretty bearish fair value gap, which you can also see it gets respected quite a bit here. Now, why is this a bearish fair value gap? The reason why is because you can see we swept this buy side right here, displacement down, and you could expect that price would come back up to here and want to leave this high to create engineered buy side liquidity, respect this fair value gap. And that's sort of what we do here. And then let's see, is there any SMTs? We have this SMT as well. So this SMT kind of makes us want to get pushed down. We also have another SMT right here. But this is the SMT that's in play, so these ones will probably not take out this low. So these ones won't be as valid. But again, you can see right here, this is sort of the fractability. Take a look at this leg. This leg goes down, and we have this fair value gap up here. And we respect it. Then, let's say we have another leg down, sort of, we have this leg up, right? You can kind of see the thing is flipped, but with right here, you have this fair value gap deep in discount, it gets respected, right? And it leaves this low, so then you have all of these lows get taken out later. We come up, we don't take out this high yet, so again, we're just trying to create engineered liquidity. And then once again, you can see this is a fair value gap that gets respected. And after the fair value gaps gets respected, let's also see if there's an SMT. So this right here also is an SMT fair value gap, meaning that ES had this fair value gap that was aligned with NQ, right? You can see it's created on the same candle, but NQ taps into the fair value gap while ES doesn't. That's also showing that we're very bullish. So strong displacement up. You could also mark this as a manipulation leg. And here would be first target, this little area. And here's first fair value gap tap. We respect it, and we're going to come up and probably take this out. You can also see here that we had a bunch of bearish SMTs, but they all got disrespected. All of these are bearish SMTs, but they all are getting disrespected. So that also shows that we're very bullish and that we want to sort of respect the lower side of this model towards the bull side. So that's really all I have for this charting session. It is Friday. Let's take a look at all of next week's news. Monday we have no news. I mean, we have quite a bit. I don't know why these are not red folder because this is PMI. PMI is usually, I don't know. We also have FOMC, but again, it's yellow folder, so not much of an impact. Tuesday, not really any news either. Wednesday, no news. Thursday, this is going to probably be an insane day. We have 30-year bond action, unemployment claims, Bailey speaks, monetary policy report. So these are all very, very high impact news. I think Thursday is going to be a great day to trade. And then Friday, also another good day to trade. We got unemployment change and consumer sentiment. Tuesday, I won't be able to trade. Monday, I'll probably just sit and watch the market. I probably won't take really any trades unless there's a good setup. And that's also because, look how volatile we've been. Actually, we've kind of been choppy today. I don't know, Monday might kind of be a good day. This right here looks kind of like a manipulation leg. If we respect this 1 minute, that is very, very bullish. We have all of his sell side liquidity. We still have not taken this out yet. We're respecting this 1 minute. We have this 1 minute for value gap 2. Is there an SMT at this bottom? We do also have an SMT at this bottom here, but I don't like this SMT that much. We're also respecting this 1 minute, so really don't see much of an opportunity here. This could either be sort of a breakout pattern. We see we're slowing down, accumulating. This could be a breakaway gap or a manipulation. So, I don't know. I'm not going to trade any more today, though. But, yeah, this is sort of how you can look at the internal action. What I do like about Fridays is that Friday, a lot of people don't like Friday because this is the type of action you get Friday. This is the type of action. It doesn't really go anywhere, right? But what I like about Fridays is that there's so much, instead of the external action, right? If you look at a 5 minute here. 5 minute, this looks ugly, right? It's just wiki. You know, we don't even respect any PD arrays. You know, this is the only PD array we respect right here for a 5 minute. And then this 5 minute as well. But these are just for value gaps. You know, we have a 5 minute here. We have 5 minute here, right? But what I really like about today is that on the lower time frames, even on the 15-second time frames and 30-second time frames, they're very, very useful because Friday's action is more quick. It's more manipulative. It's more nicer for my strategy and for like very quick moves. And you know, we have very clean sweeps, clean, very, very clean turtle soups. So that's sort of why I love Fridays, but a lot of people don't like to trade them. It's really not good for beginners. We are going through this bearish for value gap. We broke this high. We did not close above it though. When's the next macro? Oh, the macro is all the way over there. You can also see in this little structure right here, we created this SMT. And this SMT, This is a high that wants to get taken. We take this high, we sweep it, we head lower. Right, here's manipulation of this range. We also have an SMT right here at this high. So this is sort of kind of what I do all day, right? Just sitting in here, marking out every little thing, trying to wait for a good setup. Right now that we just swept this low. So we're kind of displacing down through it now, but if we close above this low right here, that is pretty bullish. See right there, that's pretty bearish. Also, I want to see. We also did tap discount of this fractal though. And then of this fractal right here, we did tap discount of this fractal. I don't know, I don't really care. Action's too slow. I hope you all had a hope you all enjoyed this charting session. Sort of got a little better idea of how to really look at internal action. I also posted another charting session earlier today that you can look at. So yeah, that's sort of how you look at more internal action. And it's pretty fascinating, right? Like, look at this. Look at all of this I have annotated. But if you were to trade off like a 15-minute, this is just a few candles. Even more, just like an hour. Just these couple of candles creates all of this. Just those couple of candles creates all of this. And you can see just how the fractability of the market works. A 4-hour, right? A 4-hour, this is just 2.5 candles. Basically 2 candles. But on a 1 minute, it's everything. It's all of this, which creates its own models and fits the algorithm nicely. And again, on the 4-hour, this could also look like a 1 minute, right? Maybe not as clean, but another thing we're doing is, now that we're up here, something I would like to see is us to kind of be slow. We're probably going to be slow the next, maybe Monday is not a good day to trade, but I think what we're going to do, we're going to kind of consolidate up here and then head down, maybe a little small retrace, and then take out all of the sell side liquidity. And that is just a little piece of the move that's going to be coming for the whole rest of the summer. So today was sort of our confirmation day. Today was sort of the day that will activate the rest of the move for the rest of the summer. So I hope you all learned something, and I'll see you guys in the next one.